Hi everyone, I'm Campbell, and this is my third language and cultural contact presentation, which I decided to do on a new Netflix television series called La Casa de las Flores. Here's my weekly time log. I allotted 1 hour per week to watch this television series, which translates to about 2 episodes per week for the last 4 weeks. The total hours spent of cultural contact for this presentation was 4 hours. La Casa de las Flores television series on Netflix had a ton of interesting and fairly new vocabulary for me to interact with and learn. I included some of the most frequent words used in the show in this vocabulary section. These words include curioso or curiosa, which is used in the show to mainly mean nosy, although it also has other interpretations. Tumba means grave, and a lot of times when the characters in the show are using this word, it's when they are saying that they're going to carry their secrets to the grave or that someone will send them to the grave. And this brings me to the next vocabulary word, which is secretos, which means secrets. The next words following that are rosa, which means rose, espinas, which means thorns, amante, meaning mistress, relaciones, which means relationships, traicionado or traicionada, which means betrayed, and el respeto, which means the respect. So, for the cultural practices and nuances observed, there's a ton, and they can just be observed through simply watching the show. The show is a soap opera, and it carries a lot of similar themes to soap operas on English television. Some of the themes that I found to be in common are themes such as betrayal, there's a lot of blackmail, the importance of family, or at least the illusion of maintaining like a family atmosphere, romantic relationships, and people keeping secrets. The show also has other features that are more unique to Latin American soap operas, such as the styles of music and dance, which an example would be like mariachi. And there are a lot of moments in this show where they're throwing different parties or they're having certain events where there's a lot of different styles of music being played, and typically these people are also dancing in them, so it was really interesting to see all the different styles of dance and music being shown just in this one television show. The show also, I noticed, uses a lot of color in both the decoration of the scenes and the dressing of the characters. A lot of times there's just such vibrant reds, yellows, oranges, pinks. They really use the full color spectrum. And I found this to kind of be in common in a lot of Latin American soap operas, not just this one, that they just have such a broader use of colors, especially vibrant colors, as opposed to English or American soap operas. And so this picture that I've included on here is just a still from one of the scenes where it's from one of the first episodes, so I don't think it's too much of a spoiler if anyone wants to see it. But it's where the guy who's kind of kneeling down, his mistress, has hung herself in the flower shop. And she's dressed in bright orange. They've got pinks, pastel purples, greens, blues, and they've got all the flowers throughout the entire show, which really brings so much color to it as well. But lastly, the main overarching theme in this show and many other kinds of Latin American soap operas that I've seen before is the importance of family and just like having this big, elaborate chain of family members who are all have these really complex relationships with one another. And in this show, even when family members have major conflicts or are having problems with their other family members, there's such an emphasis on the family members at least keeping up an air of familial ties in front of other individuals who may not be part of the family. And they really do stress trying not to keep secrets from other family members, even though there's a million in this show that are being kept. But they really do try and maintain a really tight knit family. So when the wife in this show finds out that, like in this picture, that the husband had been cheating on her with a mistress, it is just devastating for the whole family. And she cuts her hair and almost goes into a phase of mourning with these kind of break in the family. So thanks for listening to my third language and cultural contact presentation. I hope you enjoyed and maybe learned something new. So thank you.